today I wanted to put together a really quick lunch. And so Anthony and I were speed shopping at Trader Joe's, and I thought about this tomato and roasted red pepper soup that I loved in college, but then we were struggling to figure out what to add to it. And so we remembered we had some leftover pasta at home, so we thought, what if we combine the pasta with this and some milk or some cream, and to see if it would actually be pretty good. So we'll see if this is a recipe video or a fail blog. Stay tuned. So in terms of the measurements, we've got 1 box of the tomato soup. We have 1 cup of the cooked shells, as well as 1/2 pound of ground beef and a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream left over from Thanksgiving, a tablespoon of olive oil, and your salt and pepper. Okie dokie, people. Let's go. Let's see if I can figure out how to start this burner. Oh, damn! I'm sweating. Okay, this is how they do it. It's hot. Okay, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. Do I turn it down? Yeah, I'll turn it down. Oh, well. Okay. Step one, you turn on the burner. Obviously. I'm Nick Lachey. Obviously. Anthony's asking me if you should step in. I don't know if you want this to be a couples video.
Sure. Okay.
Why? Are you feeling like it's bad already?
No. I feel like it would make you more comfortable. All right. So
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. So what we just did is we turned on the heat, and you want it at about a medium high. And so you're going to want to wait for your pan to get sort of hot. Some people use this water trick. We'll go through it in like another video to determine like whether or not the pan is hot. But we're just looking for a light browning. So whether or not the pan is like super like hot or the exact right temperature doesn't really matter here. So we're just going to wait for the pan to get hot. It's feeling kind of hot actually. Okay, so then we're going to take our oil. We've got 1 tablespoon here, and we're going to go ahead and drizzle it in. And basically, you're going to wait about 30 seconds for it to get warm. And then the oil's starting to smoke, so I don't want that. And then we'll go ahead and put our ground beef in.
I'll put this on the rice.
So you can sort of hear that sizzle. That's the kind of sound that we would like. I'm going to turn it down because it is really hot.
Oh no, there's no vent when you cook. Should I open a window? Should I open a window?
Yeah. Alright, so this is way too hot, but that's okay. We're just going to give that a nice sear.
A sear or a stir?
Well, we're looking to get some browning on it, so I'm just using my spatula right now to break it up into little pieces. And I've gone ahead and turned it down a little bit. So then I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to let it brown just a little bit. You can see sort of you got these like small pieces. I wanted about like about a ½ inch, quarter to a ½ inch pieces. I think that'd be like a nice accompaniment for the pasta. So now I've turned the flame down so you can see it's smoking less, and that's sort of what I want.
Can you show them the shape?
Yeah. So the shape, you can see now it's starting to get a little bit smaller. And And I'm gonna just keep sort of using my spatula to break it up into small pieces and waiting for it to sort of cook through all the way.
How small do you want the meat pieces
About
to
somewhere between a quarter inch to like a half. That's sort of basically the size of our pasta, and so we want nice even bites. Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony is very intentional about making sure that the size of the vegetables and the meat and the pasta is all pretty proportional, so you have a nice bite. Do you like my rice spoon microphone?
Yeah. All right. So now you can start to
You don't
see.
give a
It's
damn.
hard to see, but like some of the red is
Bring it
starting to
closer.
disappear, and it's starting to sort of come into smaller pieces. And I'm just gonna let it basically continue to cook until it cooks through all the way. You don't have to really worry too much. The pieces are, pretty small chunks. So once the pink and the red sort of has disappeared from the ground beef, you're pretty much set. Uh, Drea mentioned, we're using 90/10 here, so it's pretty lean. So there aren't a whole lot of drippings here. So we're just going to go ahead and incorporate that into our soup because we are lazy
Oh,
and we do not feel like straining this out. All right. So that is basically pretty much set. Everything is looking nice and brown. And then I'm basically going to turn that off and I'll go ahead and set that aside for now.
let's find. I'm. We're gonna set it aside on these. What do you call those pot holder things? I'm gonna set this aside on the meow, meow, the meow one, meow one. Where's the meow one?
I don't know what it's called.
The meow meow. No, no. Remember the one from Portugal? Are they gone? Really? Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. Okay, and now we're gonna set it aside on the pot rest. Today's featured pot rest is from Portugal, and it says meow with an I, Miao, and it's super cute and kind of creepy. Okay.
All right, so now I have a pot here, and basically all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat the soup. Um, and I'm gonna get that soup to a boil and then turn it down so that it's at a simmer.
Are you gonna pour the whole box?
Yeah, because we too lazy to measure.
Okay. It's going pretty well, I think.
Yeah, so one of these boxes is like it's a quart, so that's probably good for 2 people. That's about right.
Where's your phone?
All right. So that is the soup.
Here's some BTS of recording my first cooking video with Anthony. Oh boy. Wow. Dang, look at Anthony. He looks so good. Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir just so that it cooks evenly. Can't see it, but it's starting to get warm, so I'm gonna wait for this to get to a boil, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the
Well, let's say it again when I'm back in here.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the soup to come to a boil. I gave it just a quick stir so that it's heating evenly. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to turn it down so that it's at a gentle simmer, and then I'm going to add the heavy whipping cream.
Oh, I know what I can do. Simmer. It's actually pretty good because it took me a while, or it's actually pretty good to show this because I didn't know what a simmer was before. I thought maybe this was boiling. But yeah, this just like gentle little bubbles. It's still a simmer, not a boil. You want to have some activity in there.
Think also like a simmer, right? Like a simmer varies, right? Like let's say, for example, you're making a clear soup. Uh, you probably don't want any bubbles happening in your soup because that will make your soup cloudy, right?
Mm.
So when you think of a gentle simmer in terms of like making stock, it might not be, the amount of bubbles that you're looking for might be a lot less. Whereas like, in this particular case, tomato soup, we don't really care. So like a nice gentle roll, some small
Tiny
bubbles,
bubbles.
like forming on the surface is
So,
fine.
so what does simmering look like when you're trying to make a clear broth? Does it just look like this?
Yeah, so like it's usually when you're making like a clear soup, you just want the bubbles forming like maybe like a one or two every 5-10 seconds or something that's like really really gentle. It's not like an exact science. You could measure it with like a thermometer. Um, but yeah, that's just the general idea.
Coming up.
Oh, okay. So we'll go ahead and give that a stir, and then we'll go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and incorporate the heavy whipping cream.
Slowly, right? Looks good. Looks like vodka sauce. Even though it's not.
Yeah, and that's sort of the inspiration that we're going for is a vodka sauce. Okay, so now that it's like incorporated, everything's nice and gotten to know each other, we'll go ahead and incorporate the ground beef.
Okay, Babish.
Okay, so I'm gonna come across here.
I'll incorporate it.
Okay,
I'll just do the same.
cool. All right. So then we're gonna go ahead and drop the ground beef in there.
Early on, when I was learning how to cook, I realized I was just pushing this too hard and it was making a big mess. So instead of like swatting the meat down, you sort of just lead it down like this. So it's a little less messy. meat on the counter.
Normally, you'd use a slotted spoon so that you're not capturing all the oils, but
looks good already.
way too lazy.
Oh my god, is that gonna be your thing?
All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and finish this out, and we're gonna incorporate the pasta.
How pre-cooked pasta shells?
Yeah, so these are pre-cooked. You don't want to cook it in the soup just because it'll add starches. Which it'll add starches to your soup and result in some undesirable thickening. All right.
It's getting hot.
So you're gonna turn it to your right. Yep, and then we're gonna incorporate the pasta.
I'm gonna show it. What the heck splashes? Okay. Yo, this is looking pretty good. I'm gonna take a video with your phone. Okay, so it kind of reminds me of Hamburger Helper in the best possible way. Right?
Looking good. All right. And there you have it. Trader Joe's roasted pepper tomato soup hamburger helper. Boom.
Wait, we didn't taste it yet. Right. Okay, so now we're gonna do the taste test and see if it's actually good. Oh, forgot. This always makes things feel homemade.
Probably should have seasoned. Oops.
Somehow when you add the black specks in there, it just looks artisanal. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, here we go. This looks pretty good. It's probably super hot. I want to bring it to the camera. It'll burn my hand. Whoa!
Dangerous. Playing dangerous game.
Should we take it? Should we try it?
You go ahead. No, you go ahead. It's feeling wobbly.
Oh!
It's hot.
It's good!
Woo!
Should we have like a dance whenever it's good? Like,
And there you have it.
it's good!
We lazy.
Can't touch this. Why'd you just do your corporate laugh? How rude!
All right.
We did it! Oh. So, in summary, combining pasta and meat with the pre-made Trader Joe's soup and a touch of black pepper makes it taste legit and really good. And how long did it take to put this together?
About 20 minutes.
It's a true 20-minute meal. See you later. Is this a fail blog? Bye.